Okay, now we have our checker material applied. We tiled it, we repeated a few times so that we can spot any distortions that might be happening. And then we have our original UV map here. You do have the inner and outer side of the vase mapped over there. Remember, because it's because it's a cylindrical map, you might need to double check on this upper part over here. That might not be read by the cylinder because the cylinder kind of looks completely sideways. It's a 2D projection. So it might not be seeing this top part. So what I'm going to do is manually, you see that how it's all this part as I select it is just a little line there. It means that anything that you put there might be stretched out. And you know what? Let's make a test with the Hypershade so that you understand the concept of this. I'm going to go back to the Hypershade and I'm going to select, repeat the UV coordinates a lot, like 50, so that the squares are very small, okay? And you see what's happening there. Notice how they are kind of stretchy there. You see that they're, if we zoom in, they're kind of, stretch out here and here too. And let's go to the UV editor and let me show you how you can, work around that. I'm going to select manually each one of those faces, and this is where it is a beauty having to work with low polygon models. If you notice on the UV editor, let me scroll down with alternate, it's just a line, so anything that you put on that part of the geometry will definitely be stretched. It will not be read very well. So let's do an automatic map with that selection, selected, and see how much nicer it starts looking. You start having better distribution. Now it looks like like squares, like in the inner part looks better. Okay, so now you have something that is a little bit more and less stretchy. This part needs to be put on, it's overlapping with the other part up there on the the center part. So I would just move it to the side for now while we finish. When we finish, we're going to make everything fit in there so that we can just see it. Okay. This part here still needs a lot of work. I don't know if that square over there, and we do have some overlapping there of the other side. So I would look to see if I could map those individually, and we do have some distortion happening there. I'm going to turn off for a moment the checker map so that you see what I'm doing. I posted a tutorial on how to fix the issue there with the triangles happening, so that might be a good idea to do before moving on. It's just a small fix to do. It might be something new to learn too. Okay, so let's see, we have all that top part there selected. It's showing a little bit of distortion. It should look like a little bit nicer like this. Could be very well for that construction, that issue with the triangles over here. What you could try is either let's see, this part here it's pretty decent over there. You could either map that as a separate cylindrical projection, and that will be this part over here, and it might just very well fix the issues by just scaling it and resizing it. Okay. You can also run a render test to see if it's how it's looking, but I don't see much progress there. I think the problem with these triangles is what's causing that. So you might want to fix that before you move on with your project, so that way you don't have this issue happening. Let's go to the bottom part. The bottom part looks like it does need a lot of work. If you can see, there's no checker boxes testing the surface. It's just, just some lines there. So what we can do is take that segment and do the automatic map that we did before, and look how much